guys, so let us start the topic 2 of module 2. And in this topic, we're gonna learn about Wi-Fi connections. So let me tell you what is Wi-Fi connection all about. In Wi-Fi connection, we do connect the phone's hotspot with our board. That means uh, there will be a device connected to your phone, that is your board. So we need to follow certain steps to do this. Step 1. Switch on the hotspot of mobile phone. This is the basic step that you need to do. And once you switch on the hotspot, you need to note the username and the password of your phone's hotspot. That means there will be showing something to the other Wi-Fi. That is the username, and the password that you write, that is the password. So you please note down the username and the password of your phone's hotspot. So now let's start coding. To start the coding, we need to first open the Arduino IDE. So after opening Arduino IDE, we will write the codes. So over here, just understand how to write a Wi-Fi connection code. First of all, we'll include the ESP8266 Wi-Fi module library, that is ESP8266 Wi-Fi.h. After including this library, the ESP8266 module in your Node MCU board will be active. So now in the setup part, we will write serial.begin. Now you may have a confusion that what is serial monitor actually? So serial monitor is nothing but a monitor or a screen which show what is the output from the board or how is the processes in the board working. So this is what serial monitor does. So we want to just begin this serial monitor with a baud rate. This 9600 is nothing but a baud rate, or in other words, in normal words, you can say the upload speed with which the board will upload its data to the monitor or the screen. And it could be accessed, the serial monitor could be accessed over here in the right corner. You will find out there is a pin known as serial monitor. So after this, we will disconnect the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi disconnect in the sense, if the board is connected to any other Wi-Fi devices previously, Wi-Fi connections previously, then it will first of all disconnect it and then it will start with the new connection. We will give a disconnecting time, that is a delay of 20 milliseconds, so that it gets certain time before starting the connection, so that it could be disconnect every other networks. Now we'll do a serial print ln start. This statement doesn't do much things with the board. It actually says to the serial monitor, prints to the serial monitor that now the connection will be starting. See, in the requirement of this statement is that to check errors, that where is our fault or where is our mistake, where after what part we don't have to just so it says after what path we actually need to change our code, or there is an error or it's not as per our output. So for this we need to print. And what does print and println differ? Print is also right. If you write over here print, then it is also right. And if you write over here println, then this is also right. So what is the difference? In print we use horizontal alignment, like this way everything will be printed in this manner, everything side by side. But when you use println, then everything will be printed in vertical alignment, this way everything will be printed in this line. So this is the difference between print and println. So now our main thing comes over here, Wi-Fi.begin. We need to begin each and everything what we want to start. So we are beginning the Wi-Fi over here with the username in the first column and the password in the second column. So this is the username what you have over here. You need to write. I have my username secured, so I'm writing secured. I have my password over here Saurav G, so I'm writing Saurav G. Now we will check. After beginning the Wi-Fi, we will check is the Wi-Fi got connected or not. So this statement plays a vital role over here, while. So what does while actually play over here? While is a continuous loop or user defined loop. As we know, void loop what it does, after going to the last statement, it just moves back to the first. Similarly, while has a condition. Until this condition is not satisfied, means the condition gets false, it will continuously move to the last statement and then again to the first. Means it will end over here and again begin over here until and unless it doesn't throw false over here. So this is what while does. So until and unless Wi-Fi dot status, this status gives the status of the Wi-Fi connection. When the Wi-Fi gets connected, it will send this status function will send WL connected. So we are checking over here with double equals to, that means a checking operator. We are checking if Wi-Fi dot status is equals to WL connected, then it will return true. But we need to stop the while statement. So we are giving a not. This is a not. What we say a not statement, that if it is true and we provide a not in front of it, then it becomes false. So it becomes true over here if this statement is true, and when we are providing a not over here, it becomes false. That means the while gets a false statement and it will come out of it, and we will get the statement println connected. So this could be found. After this, we will find a Wi-Fi.local IP. You know what is IP address? It's the address between two devices. That is a connection between two devices. If we want to send some data or we're going to receive some data, we're going to use the IP address to do that. So this is a very important part for us in the next topics. So it's Wi-Fi.local IP to get the IP address of the connection. So here we end up with the connections. We don't need anything to be done in the loop part. It is blank. We will use it in later on in the module, but now it will be a blank one. And over here we have finished with the connections. So now we'll go to the again the same following things. We'll go to the port. We'll select the port. We'll check that the over here in the right lower corner, that is it node MCU or not. It is node MCU. We will check the upload speed once again, that it is 30. Yeah, it's the maximum speed that we have. And then we will just put the upload button over here. Once we press the upload button over here, it will start compiling first. Once it compiles it completely, then it will start uploading. So let us wait for a few seconds. So here compiling is done, and now we are uploading, and we are done uploading. So once you are done uploading, you need to open over here serial monitor. You will find the dots. These dots are due to this part, while part. You will see over here dot. We are printing dot until and unless it gets connected. Once it gets connected, we will print connected. So you will find continuously the dots are coming over here. See, we have written print, that's why it's printing side by side. If we would have written println, it would have printed line by line. That is vertical alignment. So it's not connected yet. Once it gets connected, it will throw the connected and the local IP. But you remember, once you press upload, immediately move to the serial monitor. If you don't do this, then a blank screen will come out in the serial monitor. I will tell you how to rectify this. So you will find over here that it's taking a time to connect the our Node MCU board with the Wi-Fi connections. But once it gets connected, it will throw the IP address over here like this. So this is our IP address over here. Whatever data we need to send or receive, we will receive or send through this IP address. Now, for example, what I told, if you are uploading but taking a time to open the serial monitor. For example, now if I open, it will throw a blank over here, blank space. So to rectify this, we need to just do nothing, but we need to press a reset button over here. You find the reset button over here in the lower corner of the Node MCU board. You just need to do one thing. You need to open your serial monitor. You need to open your serial monitor and you need to just press that reset button. Once you press that reset button, everything will be restarted and you will find the dots over here, and after some time you will find your IP address. You will see now you got the IP address. So this is the method. If you don't find anything on the screen, you just put the reset button, press the reset button, and then you just move on. Once again you will find the data to be flowing in your serial monitor. So you will find the local IP address over here. So with this, we end up this video over here. In the next video, we will come with several other programs. So thank you for today. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.